10 foods you should avoid if you have an autoimmune disease. The immune system usually protects the body from infections and illnesses. However, when dealing with an autoimmune disease, the immune system malfunctions and mistakenly attacks the body's own organs and tissues. Some of the more common autoimmune diseases include rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, type 1 diabetes, multiple sclerosis, inflammatory bowel disease, and psoriasis. If you have an autoimmune disease, your diet can play a crucial role in managing symptoms and reducing inflammation. While there is no one-size-fits-all approach, certain foods may trigger flare-ups and should be avoided. Let's explore the 10 foods to steer clear of if you have an autoimmune disease. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to be notified when we release our latest content. Now, let's begin the countdown of the 10 worst foods to avoid if you have an autoimmune disease. 10. Nightshade vegetables. Nightshade vegetables include common staples like tomatoes, potatoes, eggplants, and peppers. Though they are nutrient-rich, they contain compounds called glycoalkaloids and lectins, which may trigger intestinal inflammation and permeability in certain people. Studies show that eliminating nightshades can lead to symptom improvement for many individuals with autoimmune conditions. However, nightshades are packed with essential vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants, so it's important to work with your doctor or dietitian before making any drastic changes to your diet. 9. High omega-6 oils. Omega-6 fatty acids are essential for the body, but when consumed in excess, they can promote inflammation. Omega-6 rich oils like soybean, corn, sunflower, safflower, cottonseed, canola, and peanut oils can contribute to chronic inflammation in the body. To help balance this, it's important to focus on increasing omega-3 intake from sources like flaxseed, olive oil, walnut oil, and coconut oil. Moderation is key, as excessive oil consumption can also lead to weight gain and other health issues. 8. Salt. Too much salt can aggravate autoimmune diseases. Studies have shown that a high-salt diet can have a pro-inflammatory effect on immune cells, exacerbating conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, multiple sclerosis, and inflammatory bowel disease. Although clinical research is still limited, reducing your salt intake may help manage your autoimmune condition. A low-salt diet can benefit other health conditions as well, so consult with your doctor before making any changes. 7. Alcohol. The link between alcohol and autoimmune diseases is complicated. While moderate alcohol intake may offer some protective effects, excessive consumption can disrupt the immune system, damage the gut barrier, and trigger inflammation. Alcohol also produces compounds that can increase inflammation, especially for those with autoimmune diseases. For some people, even moderate drinking can worsen symptoms. It's best to limit alcohol consumption or avoid it altogether, depending on your individual tolerance and the severity of your condition. 6. Dairy products. Dairy is another food group that can be problematic for people with autoimmune diseases. Milk proteins like casein and whey can trigger inflammation and contribute to leaky gut syndrome. Leaky gut allows harmful substances to enter the bloodstream and potentially activate immune responses. While the relationship between dairy and autoimmune diseases is still debated, it's often recommended to limit or eliminate dairy during an elimination diet to identify possible food triggers. Work with a doctor or dietitian to ensure you're meeting nutritional needs if you remove dairy from your diet. 5. Coffee. If you're a coffee lover, you might want to reassess your daily brew. While coffee has some protective benefits for certain autoimmune conditions like multiple sclerosis, it may also increase the risk of developing others, such as rheumatoid arthritis and type 1 diabetes. Some studies suggest that coffee consumption may exacerbate autoimmune diseases, while others propose it might have a protective effect depending on the condition. It's best to discuss your coffee intake with your doctor and consider eliminating it temporarily to see if symptoms improve. 4. Eggs. Eggs are a nutritious food, but for some individuals with autoimmune diseases, they may trigger inflammation. Research has shown that eggs can influence both pro- and anti-inflammatory pathways in the body. Some autoimmune diets, such as the Autoimmune Protocol, AIP, recommend eliminating eggs during the elimination phase. If you notice a flare-up after consuming eggs, it might be worth removing them from your diet for a period of time to evaluate their impact on your condition. 3. Gluten-containing grains. Gluten, found in wheat, barley, and rye, is known to trigger inflammation in some individuals, particularly those with celiac disease. But even if you don't have celiac disease, emerging research suggests that a gluten-free diet could benefit people with other autoimmune conditions, like rheumatoid arthritis, type 1 diabetes, and autoimmune thyroid disease. Gluten may contribute to intestinal permeability, also known as leaky gut, which can worsen autoimmune symptoms. It's worth consulting with your doctor to determine whether eliminating gluten may help manage your specific condition. 2. High sugar. Excessive sugar intake is known to contribute to inflammation and worsen autoimmune symptoms. Studies show that diets high in added sugars can disrupt the balance of gut bacteria, leading to increased inflammation in the body. For people with autoimmune conditions like lupus and arthritis, cutting back on sugar could help control disease activity. If you notice flare-ups after consuming sugary foods, it may be worth limiting added sugars and focusing on natural sources of sweetness, such as fruits. 1. Processed and fast foods. Processed foods and fast foods are high in added sugars, omega-6 oils, and refined carbohydrates, ingredients that can trigger inflammation and weaken the gut barrier. These foods are low in nutrients and fiber but high in calories, which can exacerbate autoimmune conditions. Studies have linked diets rich in processed foods to increased autoimmune disease prevalence, and they can alter gut bacteria, further promoting inflammation. Whenever possible, choose whole, unprocessed foods and minimize your intake of fast food. There you have it, 10 foods you should avoid if you have an autoimmune disease. We'd love to hear from you. Do you know of other food triggers that affect autoimmune diseases? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more educational content. If you want to support us further, consider sending a super thanks. Your support helps us continue creating informative content on important health topics. Managing an autoimmune disease can be challenging, but with the right diet and lifestyle choices, you can take control of your health. Work closely with your healthcare provider to identify your specific triggers and develop a plan that works for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.